What's up, guys? Look at my glasses. What do you think about this? I don't like it. It's horrible. Uh, yeah. How did that happen? I don't think you want to know. But we're not here to talk about my glasses, are we? We're here to talk about Get Out, Jordan Peele's first film. This movie came out in 2017, won Oscars, was big, a huge success that year, and I never saw this in theaters. I saw this afterwards on. I think I watched it for the first time at a friend's house. We like rented it digitally or something. I don't quite remember, but I saw it at home. That's the point. And I never got up a review for it. And now I think it's the perfect time. We have Jordan Peele's third movie coming out tomorrow, so let's talk about his first film, the highly acclaimed Get Out. This movie, you know, in many ways is, you know, still changing the game. I mean, you could sit down and watch a movie like Get Out and say, from the screenplay alone, Jordan Peele's Oscar-winning screenplay to just the way he directs the movie. I mean, his vision for this is so on point. I mean, and it also only runs for like an hour and 40 minutes, something like that. It's not very long. It flies by. You're always wanting to learn what's going on with this family. And look, it's the story of Daniel Kaluuya and Allison Williams uh, going to this house for the weekend, her parents' house. They're dating, and obviously, he is Native American, she's white. So going into that, he has some kind of skepticism going in. Soon as we get there, we meet the parents, Bradley Whitford, Catherine Keener. You know, they seem lovable at first, but as the film progresses and Daniel Kaluuya continues to spend time with these people, he realizes something is not quite right. What is going on with the maid, with the landscaper, the groundskeeper? What's going on with these people? What is the deal? And it's so well done. I mean, I was watching this last night, and the way that you know Jordan Peele puts these lines of dialogue in there, sprinkles them throughout the first half of the movie till you find out what's going on. The way he sprinkles, like, there's a line about how he says he lost his mother, and he couldn't bear to lose her. I said, that's a very smart line. You would think that that's just very casual in what he's saying, but later on, when you realize, look, that the actual plot of this movie is absolutely insane. I mean, you have so much of the undertones and the commentary on race and racial different race relationships, all of that. I mean, how police treat people of color. I mean, there's just a lot of that in this movie, and it works so well. It's never, down your throat. It's always like, wow, that's really impactful, and it adds towards the story. And as you go, you feel with Daniel Kaluuya, like, what in the world is going on? Until you finally find out. Look, the mother, she does hypnotism. She can do that with her teacup, and that's sort of like her super device is this teacup, and when she taps whatever, now sync and all this, and she gets him the first time, the first night. The mother gets him, but it all leads up to they want to. the, the plot is still insane. I mean, movies nowadays, you don't get insane plots like this. You don't get crazy twists. I mean, this is an insane twist, and it's really well written, because you could be like, well, that's kind of ridiculous, but the way it's written is so well, but it's also so just disturbing that this family is doing this. So, how do you even explain it? How do you even explain it? I mean, if you've seen the film, you know what happens. This family, the Armitage family, the daughter takes in a, a colored boyfriend or girlfriend, as we see that she was with the maid for a little bit. The colored boyfriend, whatever the case may be, she brings them into this family. The mother hypnotizes them. One thing leads to another. They endure a surgical procedure to where the best parts of uh, the colored person stays, while either one of their white friends is maybe blind or not as fast as they'd like to be. They're getting old. Their subconscious mind and part of their brain is placed into the colored person, but their nervous system, the colored person's nervous system, will still be intact. And it's almost really insane, but it's really crazy in how well it's written. Jordan Peele, he hasn't. I mean, I liked Us, but this is his best film so far. I haven't seen Nope yet. Like I said, I'm going to be seeing that tomorrow. But I mean, just the way that everything just makes perfect sense in this movie. It's just disturbing. It is so insane how it's done, how it's executed, and with the flash of the cell phone or any sort of flash will sort of send their mind into back to their original state almost. It's that great scene at the party where he takes a picture of Lakeith Stanfield and he's saying, "Get out, get out, get out." They take him back in. She rehypnotizes him. It's almost absolutely ridiculous how they all bid on Chris, Daniel Kaluuya's character, how they're all bidding on him. Who's gonna pay the most for this guy, so they can use him and take that body for their own. I mean, it's really ridiculously insane, and I mean, it's nuts. I mean, Jordan Peele, how in the name of God did you come up with this? I mean, it is out there. It is totally out there, but the execution of it all, so well done. I think Catherine Keener and Bradley Whitford as the parents are fantastic. I think the brother Caleb Landry Jones plays Jeremy. I think he is also he's the one you're really supposed to hate off the bat. He's the annoying brother, but at the same time he is like the biggest dick in history. And you can tell that he's a little bit screwed up from everything that's been going on in the family. Allison Williams uh, practically steals the show. I mean, you really try to believe her. You really think that she's on Chris's side until she says, "I can't give you the keys." You know that, right? I mean, you really think that she could be in it. I mean, even when he sees the pictures of her with all these other people, you think, well, they're still going to get out of there. They're going to talk it out because maybe she has the best intentions. Turns out she doesn't have the best intentions. As soon as Chris gets taken in, she's sitting at her computer. She's looking for her next uh, prey. She's looking for her next victim. She's eating dry cereal in a bowl and then sipping the milk out of a glass. I mean, she's absolutely diabolically twisted. I mean, everything about it is twisted. Now let's talk about the friend in the movie. Lil Rel Howery plays Rod. This is the saving grace of the film. He's the savior. He's Chris's savior. He goes. He says, you know what? He has all these speculations, and along the film as it goes, you're with this guy because he's coming up with ideas of sex slaves, and he's really thinking that that's what's going on here. But he's also given other ideas of what could be going on. So you're sort of uh, in his shoes as well. Like what's going on? He's trying to put the puzzle pieces together just as much as we are. He is the audience member, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to take matters into my own hands because I'm going to the police, whatever the case might be. Nobody takes me seriously because it does sound absolutely ridiculous and insane. How would anybody take you seriously if you say, some of the things that he was saying? I mean, that he thought was true. I mean, some of it was to an extent, in a way. Uh, but the end of the film, I mean, I think is, you have to have the excitement in there. You have to have the thrillerish aspect. I like it. He takes out the family members, takes out the mother, takes out the father, takes out the brother. Sister's last, his girlfriend's last. But you want to know what? Grandma and Grandpa got to get a piece of the action. I thought it was like insane how, it's deeper than that because Chris's past, he didn't save his mother from dying. She was laying on the side of the road for so long, and he was just sitting there watching TV, and he could have done something, but he just decided to wait, and that haunts him. So when he hits the grandmother, and he knows that that's not really who that is, that's somebody else. Maybe I could save this person. I can't abandon you too. And that's an element that plays throughout the film, and I love that element. I mean, the screenplay in this is so good. It's so good. And he picks her up, he takes her in the car, and she's not knocked out of it. She's still grandma. She's like, you ruined my house, blah blah blah. So she's toast. You know, Allison's coming out. Is that the character's name? Allison? Let's see. Or no. Allison Williams, yeah. Her name is Rose in the film. So she's coming out. She's got the gun. She got the shotgun. She's shooting. And she's like, get him, Grandma. Get him, Grandpa. Grandpa goes, tackles Chris to the ground. He takes out his phone. He flashes the camera. He uses that as a defense. So smart. I mean, this is such a smart film. And then, he comes out of it, and he says, give me the gun. I want to do it myself. And he shoots her. Then he shoots himself. I mean, it's like, holy cow. And then the final bit, Chris gets on her, chokes her out. Doesn't kill her, but he chokes her out. Sees the flashing lights. Says, "Is it the police?" No, it's his best friend. He got the information. TSA. They handle shit. I mean, he gets in the car, and Rose dies on the road there. She takes her last breaths just looking at her family totally failing. I mean, at this terrible plot that they were conspiring. I mean, it's insane. Some of the questions you have: how many people has she done this to? Is it more than 10? I mean, it's crazy how many other uh, colored people are around. I mean, this Lakeith Stanfield character, he's still hypnotized. He's still hypnotized, but now it's the question: what's going to happen now that the mother's dead? She can't use her teacup anymore. She can't snap him back into it. So what's going to happen? You will never find out, but it's questions that I think are important, and I think it's questions that really add to the experience of the film. You feel like you're part of it. You don't feel like you're just a bystander. You feel like you're a part of it. You are with Daniel Kaluuya's character from beginning to end. When he got the Oscar nomination, I said, "Is that really earned?" But when you watch this movie, what he goes through in this film, I mean, he is really. I mean, he cries on command. He sits there, the paralyzed stuff when he's in the sunken place, the facial expressions he uses when he. I mean, it's really a great performance. So I think that it was really worthy that he got in. But honestly, I could have put in Allison Williams as well. Like I said, you don't know whether she's in on it or not till you find out. I mean, she's fantastic in the movie. It's a great film. I mean, look, you have to have the humor element in there. You have to have the humor element in there with the friend trying to figure this out. You know, it all works. This is an excellent movie. It's a 5 out of 5 film. Get Out is excellent. Us, I think I gave that a 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. I mean, Jordan Peele's filmmaking continues to get better. Now he's using IMAX cameras. Now he's doing Nope in IMAX. So I can't wait to go see this tomorrow night. We'll be seeing it in IMAX. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, Get Out, I mean, such a great directorial debut. I really love this film. Such a great psychological thriller with so many undercurrents. I mean, it's just so well written. The screenplay in this, Jordan Peele's direction, his vision, all the actors bringing it to life. I mean, it is a winner. It is a complete winner. So, guys, comment down below. What do you think about Get Out? What do you think about Us? You excited to see Nope? Leave that down in the comment section. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I just did a trailer reaction to the new Halloween Ends teaser trailer. I'm calling it a teaser. Everybody else, everywhere else, Universal's even calling it the trailer number one, but it's a minute and a half long. So, I mean, that's a teaser to me. So, I'm calling it a teaser. But look, follow me for a whole bunch of stuff. Next week's live show, we got some digital goodness to give away. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Bob's Burgers movie. Some stuff coming next week. Check that out. Also, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingArises131. And that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Get Out. And until next time, over and out.